everyone and welcome back. So for those of you that don't know, I am a cabin crew and I go on international trips pretty much every single week. So luggage is really important for me, and basically since I have started flying I have been on the hunt for the perfect cabin bag and topper bag combination just to make my life super easy. I used to think that I was a really good packer and I used to be able to get a lot in my case, but since COVID hit and there are all different kinds of restrictions in different countries, I'm finding that I'm traveling with a lot more stuff. I'm often bringing food with me, even when I can leave the hotel just in case. I'm bringing lots of entertainment options with me. I'm bringing exercise clothes with me where I can. So I'm trying to be prepared for all different kinds of situations, even more than I used to be in the past. So I'm finding that my current luggage situation, it just isn't working. I cannot fit a lot in there. I definitely can't fit all the extras in there that I want to, and now that it's winter, I don't think I can get a coat into my current baggage situation. So I finally caved in and I got an away case. I have been thinking about getting an away case for the longest time, and in the Boxing Day sales I finally caved in and decided I'm going to do it. So my goals with this case are to be able to bring the things that I need to try and have a better time down route. So I'm hoping that there's enough space to have obviously my food and entertainment stuff, but also my exercise stuff and outfit options as well, so that I can do whatever I decide to do and I don't have to pre-plan too much. So what I thought I would do, seeing as it is quite an expensive case, it is an investment and I know a lot of travellers and crew ask a lot of questions about it, I thought that I would unbox it with you guys, and then I'm also going to take it on a road test. So I am off on a 5-day trip to Johannesburg tomorrow, so I am going to pack, I'm going to try and overpack for that trip into this case. We're going to road test it, see if it works, and I'll give you guys my views at the very end. Okay, so I have gone for the Expandable bigger carry-on in black. I think as a passenger it would be too large to use as a cabin bag, but as crew I can just about get away with it. So here we are. Oh my goodness, I am so excited about this. So it comes in a plastic sleeve and then also in its own dust bag. Okay, moment of truth. Oh my gosh. So I think this is technically called a soft shell suitcase because it is fabric, but it is pretty well structured. Right, there she is out of her bag. Let's get her out of the box and check her out. Okay, here she is. She feels pretty darn sturdy. The wheels look like they're going to be a good quality, which is good because I wreck wheels as cabin crew. And I guess we just open her up. She has got a TSA lock right there on the front. And then we also have this front compartment here, which I think is designed for laptops or iPads and the such. So you can easily access them at security, so that's perfect. That is actually a feature I was really wanting to get. Let's pop this baby open, see what she's like on the inside. So if I'm right, this is a built-in dirty laundry bag. I do usually carry one with me, but it doesn't hurt to have an extra. I guess you could use that if you have sort of wet items. I think that would be really helpful. We have two sections. This little bit clips in. I believe that this board is meant to help with compression, but it does also have its own zip section, so you can store stuff and then you can store your items underneath. And I think that's kind of the big thing with this case, is that it's built-in compression so you can fit more things in. And then we have a zipped section here. I always like to use this for loose bits. And there we go. Whole bunch of space right there to pack. Okay, so my first impressions. So far I am pretty happy and pretty impressed with this case. It seems like it's going to be very sturdy and hopefully quite long lasting. There are all these little details, these branding touches that give it a really high quality finish and sort of make it more worth the price that they charge. I like all these little touches. I like the way that the TSA lock, the zips are designed to fit into there perfectly. The expandable option, the zipper goes all the way into itself really, really well, and it doesn't look like it's going to pull out very easily. So it gives you all that expandable space nice and easy, and it is quite a bit of expandable space. It's definitely enough for a thick winter coat, which was the goal of buying the expandable one for myself. The front pocket, there is plenty of space in there for a laptop or an iPad, possibly even both depending on how thin your laptop is, and it does feel nice and hard on the front, so it does feel like it is going to be protected through the flight. The handles, I like that they are not flush with the case. I like that they're already up a little bit, and again they feel really sturdy, and so does the pull handle at the back, which is very, very important if you're crew, and also it is slightly a soft touch up here, which is really good because I actually have calluses from pulling so many cases, because sometimes you're pulling them for a really long time in really big airports. And then of course the wheels, they also look really sturdy as well, and that is another thing that breaks very quickly when you are cabin crew and you are using your case so much. So overall at the moment, I'm not feeling too bad about having spent this much money on a suitcase. It does look like it's going to live up to my expectations. Full disclosure, I spent £162 on this suitcase, which is so much more than I ever intended to spend on a suitcase, but it does have things like, I believe it has a lifetime guarantee, not for wear and tear, but for obviously any faults. And my logic was, if I spend £30 a year on a cheap suitcase, in only a few years' time I'm going to end up spending this much, and I'm contributing so much more waste, and I'm making my life more stressful. So I do have high expectations for this bag. This needs to be the bag of my dreams to justify that £162, because I know that that is not just easy money to be laughed at. But at the moment, I am feeling happy with my purchase. And I forgot to say, it did also come with a free luggage tag, which for some people I guess that would help. The £162 price tag, it doesn't really do anything for me. But hey, free luggage tag, there we go. So yeah, overall, pretty happy. But first impressions are obviously not enough. So we need to road test this baby. So let's pack her for a 5-day trip. So I always pack cases like this in the same way. Clothes in this side, loose items in this side. So let's see how much we can get in her. I'm hoping it's a lot. Then I'm actually going to put a pair of trainers just in there. Then I'm going to squeeze a pair of sandals into that gap there. As you can see, I like to really stuff my bags full. Then I'm going to leave that side for a minute. But in this section here, I bring my own pillowcase, so I'm just going to put my pillowcase in there. Then in this bit, we're going to go toiletries. We need those. All my electrics, adapter plugs, wires and cables there. Got my Amazon Fire Stick, my Nintendo Switch. Got a little bag of miscellaneous items, things like face masks and sunglasses, a pair of actual glasses that I need to see, a little backpack, Shanghai special there. Now I do normally bring some food bits, like meals like this with me, sometimes some snacks, and I did also want to bring my exercise stuff, but sometimes it's not the case's fault, you just need to jiggle things about. So I'm gonna have a little play and see if I can fit more things in. Okay, there we go, we've done it. So this section I just moved things around. This now has 2 pairs of trainers, toiletries, electronics, Amazon Fire Stick, Nintendo Switch and a backpack. This little thing here has my odd bits, my pillowcase, my little miscellaneous bag and my glasses, and then my big compression bag, my gym wear, food. I did have to decant this to make it fit, but that's fine because I do that a lot anyway. And I'm bringing my laundry bag still just in case, just because I'm used to using it. So The final test is to see if it zips up. So this compression board is supposed to be the big thing, the big lifesaver. So let's give this a little try and see what happens. Oh, wow, yeah, that does actually do a pretty good job. Try the other side. There we go, and then we'll zip this side up. I do feel like for the price they could have just put another compression board or something similar here, but that's nitpicking. And then I always like to bring with me this little fake Longchamp bag that I got from Amazon, just in case I do shopping down route, which I do intend to do. It's just uniform standard and it's easy to pack, so amazing. Now we just have to see that she actually zips up. There we go. I nearly forgot. I wanted to pack my laptop. So this is what I've got, just this little HP laptop, and there is actually like a little elastic band. So I'm just going to slide that in there and see how that does. Yeah, that's good. It feels protected. Okay, so she is all packed. I did want to point out I'm also switching to a new topper bag. This bag here, I think it's just Kono. I got it from Amazon. It was only about £17, but it fits perfectly on top. Like, it is the exact right size to sit on top of an away bag, and a cabin bag is only really as good as its topper because this takes everything that you need in flight and all the excess things. So I am also road testing this new topper bag to contribute to the success of the away bag. I will say it is like bursting at the seams at the moment, but I was being very, very stubborn. I was deliberately trying to pack as much as I could in, and I didn't want to use the expandable part just to see how that would work. It is straining a tiny little bit. It does seem like it's strong enough to hold it, but I will either maybe take something out, or maybe I'll just pop the expandable bit on because I do have that option now. But the reason I did it like this is because I just wanted to sort of see what its maximum ability was. And I do think that I could pack it like this and also have a winter coat in here if I use the expandable bit if I needed to. So at the moment, I feel like it can hold everything that I need. I mean, I do have well over 5 outfits in here and a swimsuit and all the underwear. I have 2 pairs of trainers, a gym kit, as in like a gym outfit, a pair of sandals, I've got my toiletries, my electronics, an Amazon Fire Stick, a Nintendo Switch, which usually I don't even carry in my case, I carry my topper, so I might move that around, and I have got some food bits as well. I obviously won't bring that on every single trip, so like I said, I'm really pushing it to its limits on this road test. So all that's left to do is hope that A, it fits through the security scanner, and B, that it actually fits into a locker or a wardrobe somewhere on the aircraft for my trip. Oh, and actually, I forgot that I need to add a finishing touch. I need a crew handle wrap, and actually I have been making these myself with my new Etsy store that I launched, and there we go, crew. Right, so all that's left to do is fly to Johannesburg. She fits in a locker, guys, she fits. Okay, case update. She has made it to Johannesburg. She is doing phenomenally well. I'm really happy so far, and here's like a little idea of how much she's actually stored. So yeah, thumbs up so far. I am so impressed with how smart and professional this luggage combination looks. I'm really, really happy with how it's working for me so far. Alright, so it is a few weeks later. I am down route again, and I have done a few trips with my new away bag. So I thought I would just round this video up and just give you a quick little mini review of how I'm finding it so far. And basically, I bloody love it. It is an amazing bag. Like I said, I had very, very high expectations for this bag because of the high price tag. And so far, it is really meeting those expectations. It packs really well. The space is phenomenal. It holds a lot of stuff. The compression board really helps, and I'm able to bring everything I want to down route. And most of the time I am not using the expandable option at all, or I'm only using it when I want to bring stuff home with me, or if I want to pack like an extra jacket or something extra just in case due to weather or expected disruption. It also wheels really well, almost too well. There are times where I'm pushing it and it just kind of almost wants to have a life of its own because it is just such a smooth glide to it. But it actually does a fantastic job even on carpets, which is fantastic in some airports and in some hotels, and it isn't hurting my hand as much as some of my older suitcases because I'm not gripping it really hard and yanking it behind me. I can literally just press my hand on it a little bit and just sort of guide it next to me. So it is a lot nicer on my hands, and I am noticing that my calluses are going down, so that is a huge bonus. As well as that, I think it looks so smart and professional. I finally feel like I look like one of those really well put together flight attendants versus the messy, sort of scruffy, oh my god, how many bags does she have flight attendants, which I wasn't enjoying. So I do think that it just adds to the image completely. And then there is one thing that I do actually need to correct that I stated earlier in the video. I said it was the kind of bag I could get away with as crew, but probably not as a passenger. I've been looking into it a little bit more, and actually a lot of airlines will accept the bigger size carry-on in the cabin. A lot of airlines will accept that, and it's only when you actually use the expandable option that they would start to have an issue and might need you to check it in. So it is actually a viable option for passengers as well as crew, which means that I think this might be not just the perfect crew cabin case, but possibly the perfect travel cabin case. I am enjoying this bag so much, I'm really, really tempted to buy another one for my personal travels outside of work. I'm absolutely not going to do that, at least not for a while, because like I said, the price tag it's pretty intense. But I really do think that this bag is worth the price tag, and I just hope it stands the test of time. I hope I still feel that way in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, I don't know how long I'll be flying, but I hope that I still feel this way after I've used this bag just a little bit more. So if you are thinking of getting an away bag, I would say do it. I hate to give advice because I get paranoid that I'm going to give the wrong advice, but for me, I definitely think do it. I really like the bag, I like the space, I like how easy it is to use, I like that it expands, I love the laptop compartment in the front. I do really think it is a great all-rounder travel bag. I would say though, wait for a sale. The only sales that I know of are Black Friday and Boxing Day. I don't know if they do any more, but if you can't wait for a sale, or even if you do wait for a sale, you can get £20 off by using people's referral code. So I will put my referral code down in the description box. I don't get anything for it, so it's not, this isn't an ad, this isn't sponsored, this isn't for my benefit. I'm just passionate about luggage, basically. I'm passionate about travel and things that make travel easier, and good luggage, it's high on the list for me. So yeah, I'm going to share that referral code with you guys, and I just wanted to share this experience getting this new suitcase with you guys, because I know I did a lot of research into this before I decided to spend this money, and I figured if you're in the same situation, you might also be doing a lot of research, and this video might help you guys. All of that being said, I'm actually in a little bit of a rush because I do need to go and work another flight home, so I am going to go and do that. And I want to say thank you all very much for joining me in this little video. Hopefully it helped you a little bit, helped you decide if you thought an away bag was worth it or not, or introduced you to the world of away bags, because a lot of crew don't seem to know what they are. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.